let's meet the starting lineup for the home champions. Loyola Blakefield. It's Chicago City, number 9, Brandon Fox. It's 6'4" senior, number 3, Connor Hempton. It's 6'7" junior, number 5, Fisher. It's 6'5" senior, number 3, Cam Hempton. It's 6'3" senior, number 4, William Grant. Underway the right way as we see a steal here, and now in the fast break comes Goretti on the attack, pulling up for the jumper, and it is off the mark. Fight for the rebound, Goretti's got it, and up for two, number 15, Matt Rogers with the basket. And Connor, Alex, as we get underway in the season, what are we looking for from the Dons? They obviously want to get things started the right way here at home.
Right, what I'm looking for is the chemistry between the teams. Obviously, we have the big senior leaders, J.J. Hallaby, Cameron Shaw, and should not get apart. They're all playing basketball and in college. So it'll be interesting how these guys step up and fill in their shoes.
Yeah, Connor Hepting is definitely looking like the leader of this team right now. Also, you can't discredit Trillian Young, Brendan Fox, both two great players and also looking to take a hold of this team. And also Dubem Nake using his height advantage just to make things easier for Loyola.
Ball now up top. On the drive, now fakes. Inside, turnaround jumper is no good by Simbala. And Nake with the rebound. Here comes Hepting up the left side of the court.
And also we should mention, Goretti is currently sitting at 2-0 and is coming off a 67-31 victory against Calvert Hall.
Hepting, that's a three, and it is off the back rim. Rebound by Dubem Nake. Out to Smith, the sophomore, and they'll bring it back up top to Nake. Mitch Fisher out on the perimeter. Fisher looks to attack, dishes it over. That's a three, and it's good. Cameron Smith, the sophomore.
And as I was saying, Loyola's definitely going to have their hands full tonight with Goretti. They are a very, very talented team. You can see there's actually a pretty big height difference between them and the Dons. But Loyola's JV team beat them pretty badly today, right before this game. So Varsity's definitely trying to do the same here.
Edwards with the basket makes it 4-3. Mitch Fisher now handling the ball in the backcourt. Fisher attacks the right side, gets it across the timeline. He now feeds Hepting. Hepting in front of the Goretti bench, a fake, gets some penetration, now out. Young got stuck. Over to Fisher, back up to Young. Young gets away from his defender. Hepting wide open for three. Off the side of the rim and rebounded by Goretti. Matt Rogers with the board, and now here they come. The Gales looking to attack in transition. Fake into the rim, now outside for a three. No good by Edwards. Offensive rebound, Simbala. And Simbala traveled. Loyola will get the ball back.
So right off the bat here, I can see that Loyola's going to have to start getting those defensive rebounds if they want to have any shot in this game.
And one thing to note this year is that Connor Hepting is going to have the ball in his hands a lot more often, whereas last year he came off of screens to shoot. It's going to be interesting to see how he operates as the point guard.
Jordan Moore checking into the game. Hepting to the rim, nice Euro step, and he finishes. Hepting gives Loyola the lead with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. And one interesting thing to note, Loyola playing laid back on defense, and Goretti applying some pressure with a 3/4 court press. And again, a travel by Cimbala. So Cimbala with 2 turnovers.
And we just saw Jordan Moore check in for the first time. He is a heck of an athlete. I mean, we saw him last week in the Turkey Bowl coming up with all kinds of plays.
Yeah,
and
play of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of contributions he can make on the hard floor this year.
And Mitch Fisher traveled, so another turnover. And Goretti will get the ball back. Here comes Edwards. James Searcy over to Cimbala. Now Edwards has got it. And pass inside, and the jam by Cimbala. Really nice feed there, and Goretti back on top.
And that's something I think Goretti's going to take advantage of tonight. Again, like I said, their height difference is quite striking between them and the Dons.
And Smith turns it over. Pass was deflected. Now here comes Goretti, pushing it all the way to the basket, and scoring is R.J. Blackney.
Loyola's going to have to bear down defensively. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Goretti's game plan is to get it down low to Cimbala. He's got a height advantage, and Loyola just can't lose track of him like they did on that last possession.
And there's a foul. So Loyola's going to have it on the inbound.
Foul's on number 5 for Goretti, James Searcy, and that will be his first.
Fisher throws it into the backcourt. Hepting's got it. Razan Edwards on him. Hepting looking for a cutter. Finds Smith. Smith, really nice feed inside, and Fisher gets his first points of the season. Mitch Fisher makes it 8-7 off a really nice assist from Cam Smith. And now Loyola back on defense.
And the junior Mitch Fisher is definitely going to try and make an impact on this team this year.
And a third travel by Cimbala. So Cimbala does have that dunk, but he's having a tough time here offensively. 3 turnovers.
That was the best offensive set we've seen all night there by Loyola. Really nice ball movement, and Fisher with a nice finish. You can tell he's bulked up in the offseason, which is a nice asset to have for Coach Diwali on the offensive end.
Hepting now with the ball. Couple of off-ball screens. Really good defense from Edwards, and Hepting passes it over to Smith. Smith will look to create. Try to get it into Nake there, and a foul is going to be called. That one's going to go on R.J. Blackney, the sophomore.
Actually, that's going to go on Cimbala.
Goretti wanted a back court there. Hepting trying to attack. Smith. Fisher wasn't ready for the pass. He's got it up top now. Fisher looking to drive, kicks it out. Moore all the way to the bucket. No good. Followed by Nake, no good. Here comes Blackney. Blackney head of steam. And great job by Cimbala there to get position for the offensive rebound and one. So it's 10-7 now, and Cimbala's got a chance for a 3-point play.
And the Don's first foul is going to go to Connor Hepting.
As I mentioned earlier, if you're Loyola, you're going to have to do a better job boxing out defensively. It's too easy right now for Cimbala to get in the paint, and he's doing some damage right now.
And the free throw is good. That extends the lead to 4. Goretti once again applying pressure. Razan Edwards on Hepting up top.
And all the Dons want to do here is just stay in this game. They don't want to be out of it in the first or second quarter here.
And Hepting goes down on the play. Surprising no call there. And here's a 3 for Goretti. They are man up, and they convert on him. Hepting's still down. He appears to have hurt his head.
It looks like he may have gotten maybe hit in the eye or something there.
That looked like a pretty obvious foul to me there. It looked like he got hit in the head.
And Connor, Alex, we are a couple minutes into the home season for the Loyola Dons. What have you seen so far? They're down 7. What can they improve on?
I think there's a lot to improve on. I think it looks like Loyola's come a bit slow out of the gate to start. We had that one nice possession, and I think they got to just move the ball more and got to step it up on the defensive end, and that'll translate to the offense.
Yeah, and well, like you were saying on the defense, they have to start getting more rebounds on defense. Like they just haven't been able to do that at all today, and it's cost them here.
And we hope everything's okay. Of course, you really don't like to see players get hurt, especially when it's on the head. And it looks like Owen Reynolds is going to be coming in to replace Hepting, assuming he comes out of the game here.
Yeah, and right now the obvious concern is the health of Connor Hepting. If he's unable to go, I think Jordan Moore will see a lot more playing time this game. And he certainly has the versatility to make up for Hepting's scoring, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Hepting gets up and looks like he will come out of the game, at least for a little bit.
Yeah, the good thing is he's walking under his own power here. He's probably going to get tested for a concussion here. Just can't take any risks with injury to the head.
And it will be Loyola's ball as they look to break the press. Fisher's in trouble. He gets it to Reynolds. Loyola's got to get it across now. Bounce pass to Moore. He does get it across the timeline. Nice pass into Fisher, and he scores. Mitch Fisher's got 4 early on. 14-9.
And what you see here early on is the depth of Loyola. I mean, Owen Reynolds just checked in. He got some experience playing last year. So it's the experience is really a key here for Coach Tavalli and his seniors.
3 is hit by Razan Edwards. Found himself wide open on that one.
Good pass there from Reynolds to Fisher.
And Fisher lost the ball. Good pressure. Picked up by Moore. Moore with a no-look pass, and Nake is fouled. Really nice pass there from Jordan Moore. And picking up the foul is going to be James Searcy. He jumped, and Nake was still on the ground.
And that's already his second of the game.
Mitch Fisher right there is not really the guy you want to get the ball in the backcourt. And as you saw there, Goretti took advantage and double-teamed immediately. Loyola lucky to come away maintaining possession.
Energetic minutes from Dubem Nake. Bennett Gioso is going to come in to take his place.
Coach Tavalli shuffling around the lineup here early. Looking to see, I guess, potential starters for the next upcoming games. Like, this is definitely not their set lineup.
Entry pass was stolen away and a whistle. And as you said, Coach Tavalli toying with the lineup a little bit here. It's early in the season. He's trying to see what's working, what's not. And it's exciting to see a lot of new faces on this team. Reynolds has got it now. Gioso's pass over to Fisher. And Fisher lost the ball. Ball on the ground. Gioso's got it. Wraps it up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Good hustle there from Gioso to recover it and prevent a fast break for Goretti.
Another thing I can see that Loyola needs to improve on here is just the ball handling. There's been too many times already where they've just flat out dropped the ball. Luckily, it didn't cause them there, but
I think right now offensively you want to put the ball in the hand of Jordan Moore and see what he can do. He's looked the most explosive so far. Just give it to the young guy and see what he can create.
Fisher with a nice fake, using his length to get to the rim, and he scores on the floater. Mitch Fisher. Goretti's coming back the other way.
There's another strength for Goretti. They're coming back the other way very strong. Only taking about 4 to 5 seconds to get it all the way down the court.
Pass into the corner. It's going to be a travel.
So under a minute left here in the first quarter. What do you see from the Dons? What do you think they should improve on immediately?
Well, ball handling, obviously. The Dons have been a little bit sloppy, turning the ball over. And we'll see if they can. I think they can.
And Alex, do you have anything? Do you have anything to add?
Absolutely. I mean, it starts up top in the backcourt. They got to do a better job of handling the ball, and I'd like to see Loyola's big men post up. Mitch Fisher on that last possession beat the buzzer on a nice drive. I think you got to post him up, give the ball to him.
Reynolds with a nice 2 there.
And the Dons now cut the lead to 4 at the end of this first quarter, and it looks like Goretti is just going to let the clock expire here.
Pass onto the perimeter. Ball in the corner now with 4 seconds and a whistle. Sub for Goretti, Razan Edwards is going to check back in. And so looks like Goretti's going to get one more shot here and try to score before the quarter ends.
Looks like that was a foul on Loyola as well. Number 20, Cam Smith with his first.
Comes into Edwards. That's a deep three and barely rims out. And we are through one here at Jerry Savage Court. Loyola trails Goretti 17-13. I'm Carson Ware. With me, Connor Mamoni, Alex Emdy. We'll be right back.
All right. No, we're not playing bad at all. Minus the. Oh yeah, we always start.
And we welcome all of you back. I'm Carson Ware. With me, Alex Emdy and Connor Mamoni. Goretti starts the second quarter with possession. 17-13 they lead.
And a good sign for the Dons is that Connor Hepting is back on the court, but he currently is sitting on the bench, but he looks like he's been cleared to play again. Just a matter of when Coach DeValle wants to put him in.
And that basket was hit by Simbola. Simbola been a presence so far for Goretti. Jordan Moore running the point now for the Dons.
And something I've been a bit surprised by so far is that lack of offense from Trillian Young here today. He's usually a big factor on the Dons team and was last year. Already a fourth foul on Goretti. It's going to be from Briggs McLean, the junior, and it'll be his first.
Pass comes into Owen Reynolds. Reynolds over to Reese Gardner, the junior. In the corner, Jordan Moore driving baseline. And he scores too. Jordan Moore with his first basket as a member of the varsity team. 19-15.
And there we saw the athleticism of Moore, as I mentioned earlier. I think they should get the ball in his hands more often. Obviously, he's a versatile playmaker, as we saw on the football field last week, and it looks like he can do it on the court as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Coach DeValle is going to think twice about not starting him for the remainder of the season already.
Reynolds, dribble handoff, Moore. Pull-up jumper from the elbow, hits the back rim. And Moore gets the rebound back and scores with the left hand. Good hustle from Jordan Moore.
Yeah, great steal there from Moore.
And an offensive foul. Loyola's going to get the ball back, so they've got some momentum going here. Goretti sloppy on offense.
And just like that, Moore becomes the leading scorer already for this Dons offense. And with Connor Hepting out, he's really the guy that's going to have to put the workload on his shoulders. And he's handling it well for just being a sophomore so far. Showing some poise and confidence.
And that foul earlier was on number 15, Matt Rogers for Goretti.
Ball inside to Moore. He's in the paint, and he loses it. He was double-teamed there. Bringing it up now is Razan Edwards looking to push. And that's a really nice pass for three. It's good. Hits the bottom of the net. James Searcy, 22-17. Don's now advancing the ball quickly. Here's Young on the drive, and they'll reset back out to Reynolds. Gioso. They feed the post, Trillian Young. Young with a fall-away jumper off the back rim and rebound by Cimbala. Cimbala now to Edwards. Edwards looking to push the pace. Edwards off a screen, another offensive foul. The 6th foul overall for Goretti.
We see Goretti likes to run in transition, and that's where Loyola struggled defensively. They've just got to make sure to get back and not give up those threes on the counterattack.
And Noah Batchelor checking in for the Gales.
And Loyola, another strength I've seen from them in this quarter already is their ability to draw fouls. That's gotten them right back in this game after being down 4 to end the first quarter.
Shot was blocked. Here comes Goretti. They look to push the pace, and RJ Blackney fell down. Goretti retains possession. 25 on the shot clock, 5.5 on the game clock.
It looked like Blackney was about to probably dunk it in there, but obviously fell down before he got the chance.
Trillian Young with the rebound there. He gets it ahead to Reynolds. Gardner fell down, and they're going to call a foul on him.
Interesting call there, especially after the no call on Blackney. And that foul actually goes against Brendan Fox, his first.
See the action going back and forth right now. It's a bit of a defensive struggle as we're seeing some sloppy play and turnovers. I still think Loyola has to develop more of an offense, get into some more offensive sets, and they have some potential to put some more points on the board.
And Goretti with the ball now. Razan Edwards, who's the biggest playmaker on this team as far as passing. And he calls out a play, he backs up. And Goretti with some off-ball action now. Edwards now with the ball, gets all the way to the rim, and it's no good. We've seen a lot of play in the paint tonight.
Not a lot of points to show for it.
Nake drives in. That's rejected. Cimbala got up there. Behind the back pass. And the spin move and the deuce there for Briggs McLean. That's a strong move there from the junior.
If you're Loyola defensively there, you cannot let a three-point shooter slice through the lane like that. That's just poor defense right there. They got to pick it up.
Young faces up. Pass was deflected. He got it back. Nake went up strong and had it deflected. Jump ball is going to be the call. Cimbala with the hustle there.
And also, if you're Loyola, you really got to start picking up the pace here. It's they're just jogging down the line here.
That's right, Connor, and I like the feeds down low to Nake, but he's had his last 3 shot attempts all blocked. I'd like to see him go up for maybe a shot fake and get the defense on his heels because Cimbala is just having a field day with his big wingspan blocking all those shots.
And he looks to be about 6'8", a little bit slightly taller than Mitch Fisher there.
Reynolds is open for 3 off the back rim. Fight for the rebound. Nake's got it. Fall away jumper, air ball, and Gale's ball here. So good fight there by Nake to get the offensive rebound. Just couldn't convert on the shot, and Goretti takes over now, up 7.
All right, good hustle play there by Nake. Good pump fake, but he did fade away a bit. I'd like to see him go up stronger and could have drawn a foul.
Driving to the rim, Loyola's defense focused on the inside. Open 3, and it's going to be over the back, called on Briggs McLean. So Loyola catches a break there. The whole defense collapsed on the inside, and they left a 3-point shooter open.
Right, and that is Goretti's offensive set right there, which they keep going back to. They have Rashawn Edwards, the facilitator. He's driving down low and kicking it out. He has some shooters wide open. Nice job by Brendan Fox to box out there, however.
And Fox is going to shoot free throws now. Fox generally very reliable from the stripe. So 1-1, he puts the first one in. Fox puts in 2 from the line. Costa Stravakis seeing his first minutes this season at home for the Dons. Nake and Young are going to check out. So Smith and Stravakis back in. Travakis very active inside. Great rebounder. Travakis now defending Blackney. Blackney trying to post up. Wide open three. Good. Noah Batchelor, the freshman.
And, another poor defensive showing there for the Dons. Just left him wide open. And
that's too easy there for Goretti. Loyola's just getting picked apart by simple pick and pop plays. And you can't just leave perimeter shooters wide open. That's essentially a practice shot, no defense. He's going to sink that 9 times out of 10.
Fox, baseline, hit the side of the backboard, and we'll see what the call is here. Yes, Loyola basketball. Simba lost it as he was dribbling. Reynolds is going to check out, providing some good minutes for the Dons. Really nice passing from him. Moore's going to check back in. Travakis now with the ball. Cam Smith up top. Good fake. And now Moore, good use of the fake, and he is rejected by Cimbala again. Very active presence inside. He's making it tough for the Dons tonight. Now here comes Goretti there on the attack. Edwards. Batchelor gets it to Blackney. Blackney behind the back, nifty move, baseline, now he's stuck. And he goes up strong and finishes. Impressive move there by Blackney.
That increases the Gales lead here over the Dons to 10.
Right now we just see Goretti's height overwhelming the Dons there, yet to find an answer for that size disadvantage.
And again here.
I mean, Cimbala is up to 5 blocks.
And really nice play there. Goretti in transition. The jam off the nice pass from Edwards. And Coach Tavalli has seen enough. Loyola is going to take a timeout. And we are also going to take a timeout. We'll be right back. And we welcome all of you back to Jerry Savage Court. I'm Carson Ware. With me, Alex Emdy and Connor Mimoni. 31-19 Goretti over the Dons. As we see Mitch Fisher now picked up his dribble. He's over to Gioso, and now Moore up top. Back to Fisher. Fisher thought about the three. Gioso will take the three. And it's no good. Rebound by Goretti. They look to push. Michael Myrie kick out to the corner. Three. Can't hit it. Rebound by the freshman Batchelor, and he scores. Noah Batchelor.
Loyola's getting dominated both on the offensive and defensive side of the glass. If they want to have any shot of crawling back into this contest, they're going to have to start stepping it up in terms of rebounding.
Yeah, they're going to have to start finding ways to get around Cimbala here. He's just been blocking almost every shot they've tried to take here.
And he just blocked another one there. And it'll be Goretti basketball, went off Gioso. There's a three. And no good. Over the backboard, out of bounds. RJ Blackney missing the shot attempt there. And so Loyola gets the basketball back with a minute to go here in the first half.
Dons have only scored 6 points in the second quarter.
Screen by Gioso gives Fox some space to work with. He's across the timeline. They get it to Moore. And Moore drew the foul. And that is going to be free throws. So Moore, the sophomore now, stepping up to the line with a chance to cut into this lead with the clock stopped. First one is good. Lead is down to 12 as Moore hits 2 from the line. So Loyola's hit all 4 of its free throws. Edwards has now got it. Over to Michael Myrie. Blackney being guarded by Stravakis, and a foul on Costa.
Don's trying to get more aggressive here, but they're honestly getting a bit too aggressive now.
And it's obvious that Loyola's missing the services of Connor Hepting right now. He can space out the floor nicely. Obviously a threat from deep. And his scoring is really being missed at this point.
No shot. They're going to call a foul on the floor. 38 seconds to go here in the first half of play. That's the 5th foul on Loyola. To the rim and finishing hard, RJ Blackney. He drove baseline and powered it down.
Impressive play there by Blackman. Went over 2 Don's defenders. Great athleticism there.
And Loyola looks like they're going to try to hold for the last shot here. Stravakis now gets it to Reynolds. And a foul is going to go on Goretti. Michael Myrie, the sophomore, picks that one up.
That's his 2nd on the game here.
And Goretti's coach not happy with that one. So Reynolds is going to shoot 2 free throws with 9.8 remaining. Reynolds once again, another player for the Dons that's reliable from the free throw line. First free throw off the front of the rim. Goretti's got to go in quickly. Pass nearly got away. Now inside and again and one jam for RJ Blackney. Explosive.
Don just can't keep up now with Blackney and Cimbala especially.
I think that's a pivotal point in the half right there. I mean, with 10 seconds, if you're Loyola, you got to get a stop. Boost your confidence defensively.
And Blackney now stepping up to shoot his free throw. With 1.9 to go, so the Dons do have a chance to shoot it from half court, 3/4 court, if they choose to do so.
I have a feeling you got it here.
Reynolds looking to find somebody. Throws,
got
got more. Moore gets it up. Tried to put it in off glass, and he couldn't do so. So a tough first half for the Dons. Just 38-21, they trail Goretti. We will be back for coverage of the second half. And we welcome all of you back. I'm Carson Ware. With me, Connor Mamoni and Alex Emdy. It was a good first half. Loyola trails 38-21 to St. Maria Goretti. And we're ready to give you coverage of the second half as a foul is called on Trillian Young 10 seconds into the half. So, Alex, Connor, obviously a tough first half for the Dons. They've got some time to rebound, cut into this lead. What did you see from in the first half that prevented their success?
Like I've said numerous times already, the defensive rebounds and just getting completely exploited on defense in general, they really need to step it up.
And we saw Simbola missing that layup there. Nake driving on Simbola, the spin move. He lost the ball on the way up, and it's going to be out of bounds, and they'll say Loyola basketball. Fox and Nake both hit the deck.
And to add on to what Connor said, Loyola's offense struggled, came slow out of the gate. The defense got a bit exposed down low, and they just had a tough time getting into this game, running the offense, and they haven't found a way to get through Simbola and the defense.
Yes, and fortunately for the Dons as well, Connor Hepting, who went down late in the first quarter with what appeared to be an injury to his head, is now back in the game and looks fine. So that's definitely a key piece for the Dons returning here.
And we saw Simbola getting that last basket, extending the lead to 19. Hepting, as you said, Connor, back in the game.
And he'll take a three here.
And Hepting buries that triple. It's good.
So immediately you can see his impact on this team.
I think once Connor got injured, the team was sent into a bit of confusion. Their leader was off of the floor, and the offense struggled as a result. Now that he's back, obviously the offense is a bit more potent and lethal.
And Simbola there getting the jam off the nice feed from Blackney. Nake's got it now with Simbola on him. And in the passing lanes, R.J. Blackney, and here comes the dunk. Timeout Loyola, 20-point deficit for the Dons. Great athleticism shown there by Blackney.
As I said earlier, Loyola struggling in transition. That's where Goretti's doing the damage. And you can't telegraph a pass like that on the offensive end because an athlete like Blakeney will just jump in front, pick that off, and convert it into an easy bucket.
And we would like to mention Goretti did defeat Calvert Hall. This is one of the earlier games on the VCL schedule. Loyola's got a tough schedule this year. Games against the same opponents you saw us bring you coverage of last year, St. Francis, Mount St. Joe. It should be an exciting season here at LSN. We are thrilled to bring you coverage of Dons basketball this winter. And we should be getting out of the timeout shortly. And Loyola's got to come up with something here because obviously 24 points and their defense is breaking down a little bit here in the paint. We'll see what Coach Diwali draws up.
Like you said, Carson, a tough schedule this year, but Loyola's got to take it game by game. Right now, they just got to focus on Goretti and finishing the job at hand. I mean, down 20, there's still a lot of basketball left to be played. And I think with some adjustments, Loyola can climb back into this one.
And also, fortunately for the Dons, even if they do lose this game, it doesn't have an effect on their conference season at all. Goretti is not a member of the MIAA in any conference, A, B, or C.
And going for the pass, it was taken again by Blackney. Went to throw it down, and he was fouled by Fox.
That's Fox's second foul here.
And Blackney, the sophomore, he is some athlete. He's been jumping all over the gym tonight, and he's got himself a pair of free throws.
I believe he's up to either 11 or 12 points now in this one.
If you're Loyola offensively, I think you're going to want to start attacking the left side of Goretti's defense rather than the right with Blakeney lurking there. He's caused some havoc on those last two possessions.
And actually, a correction, Blackney's now up to 15 points.
And another free throw for Blackney's good. Fox, the inbound man, gets it to Hepting. Goretti still applying that pressure. It was on Edwards. Hepting looks to set up a play. Nice cut by Fisher. Fisher with the save. Fox open for three. In and out. Edwards has got it in the corner. He's looking to push. Edwards all the way to the rim. He'll leave it. And trouble going up there. Simbola. Hepting bringing it now. Hepting off the Euro step. Spins it in with the right hand. Nice job there by Connor Hepting. The lead's down to 20.
That's vintage Connor Hepting right there. great run in transition. Nice Euro step. And on that last possession, we really saw Loyola move the ball and get Fox open for a shot. It was a good take, and that'll go down next time.
More active hands on defense. 2 on 3, more to the rim. Went down. Fisher, no good. So good effort there from the Dons, and here come the Gales. Step back 3 for Edwards, no good. Rebound Moore.
Great play by Moore there.
Here's Hepting.
Yeah, Jordan Moore, definitely not the tallest on the court, but he can jump relatively high for his height.
Fisher.
That's a big flop right there. He'll get an Oscar for that act.
Moore for 3. And Loyola now starting to build up a little bit of momentum here. The lead's down to 17. And Goretti calls a timeout. So the Dons slowly but surely crawling back into this one. We will be right back. Carson Ware, Connor Mamoni, and Alex MD.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that if I were you.
And we welcome all of you back on Carson Ware. With me, Alex MD and Connor Mamoni. 46-29, St. Marie Goretti over the Loyola Dons. The Dons starting to build it up a little bit here as a slow first half for them, but still a lot of basketball left. Goretti's got the ball. And now they post up Simbola. He's on Mitch Fisher, spins toward the baseline, and he draws the foul.
Foul's going to be on Moore, it appears.
It looks like Coach Davali put an emphasis on the defensive end in the locker room there during halftime. It seems like Loyola, out of the halftime break, has come up pretty solid defensively so far.
They've already surpassed their point total in the second quarter. 8 in the third compared to 6 in the second.
Simbola good on the first free throw, and he will have one more for himself.
And Jordan Moore is in foul trouble here. His third foul of the game now.
That one rims out. Fox gives it off to Hepting. Goretti now switching the matchups a little bit. Michael Myrie, the sophomore, will guard Hepting. Moore cuts baseline off a screen from Fox. Here's Smith. Smith with a change of direction. Out to Moore. That's a 3 from the corner. And it's no good off the rim. Fox is going to chase down the rebound. He goes to Hepting. Hepting with a really nice crossover move all the way to the rim, and he scores. Connor Hepting. Loyola's got 31 points.
A great steal there by Fox, too.
Really nice spin move, and Loyola knocks it away. Fox guarded now by Blackney, and Hepting's got it.
That's a great effort defensively to pry that ball loose and not give up an easy shot in the lane.
Smith looking to work the ball around. Out to Fox, steps into a 3 off the front of the rim. Rebound by Matt Rogers. And now here comes Goretti. As we've seen all game, they're pushing. That's an open 3. And it rims out. Loyola gets a break there. Moore with the rebound.
Rare miss there for Goretti, too.
Fox, corner. Smith, that's a 3. He hit one earlier, and he's got himself another one. So Loyola shooting their way back into this game.
And it looks like the Dons are a lot more comfortable offensively. They're really getting in their sets, increasing their pace from what we saw in the first half. And I feel like once you get comfortable, may have been a bit of nerves in that first half. Once they get comfortable and into their sets, they can be pretty dangerous offensively.
And they appear to also be quite a bit more energetic here. They were a bit lethargic in that first half, but they're cutting into this Goretti lead by a decent margin here.
Fox hit the deck as Simbola posted up on him, and he scores a 2. Hepting now brings it up. Michael Myrie, the sophomore, still guarding him.
Fox tried to sell the contact there. I just don't think there's enough there for the ref to call a charge. That's something they're clamping down on this year.
Deep 3 from Hepting was no good. Fight for the ball in the paint. And Fisher's got it. Timeout called by Coach Chevalier, or he thought he called a timeout. See what the call is from the referee.
It will be Don's ball, it appears.
And it will be Loyola's ball, as you said, Johnny.
Looks like the officials gave a jump ball. Loyola will keep possession. Coach Chevalier arguing that his player had possession while he called a timeout.
A little bit of confusion here for the Dons. They have trouble getting it in. Fox on the drive. Moore, they swing it around to Hepting. Hepting back to Moore. He's got some space for a three off the front of the rim. Undershot that one. Moore hustling for it. Gale's ball.
Yeah, I love the heart Jordan Moore's playing in this game. He's all over the court.
Right, and these last couple possessions, we've seen the Dons hoist up some threes. Right now, it's not desperation time. I'd like to see Moore use his athleticism to drive to the basket, maybe generate a foul or an easier layup rather than settling for three.
And there's a three off the front of the rim. Rebound Hepting. Briggs McLean missed that shot, and a foul's going to be called now on Michael Myrie, the sophomore.
We see that Goretti has the size advantage defensively, but that means they're not as athletic as Loyola. So if Loyola continues to move the ball like they have in the start of the second half, I think they're going to find some space and some more shot opportunities.
Goretti playing tight defense, full court press. Loyola's going to have to break this. Hepting up the far side of the court. 25 to shoot. They feed it to Fox. Reynolds is now on the court. Loyola going small with their lineup. Play was for Fox as he looked to attack. Pass was deflected, and the call is Gale's ball. Coach Chevalier does not agree.
That looks a bit questionable there. It looked to me like came off the Goretti man's fingertips right there.
There's the official in a bad position there. Wasn't really able to see what was going on.
Edwards with a step-back jumper from the baseline. It's good. Razan Edwards has played really good minutes for the Gales. Hepting now with Edwards on him. He gets past him. And Hepting's going to bring it out. Smith. Hepting in the corner. Pass almost got away from him. Goes to Reynolds. Smith, Reynolds. Good fake by Hepting. Hepting with some penetration with the left and one. Count the basket for Hepting. Really nice finish there. Came to a jump stop in the paint and scored off the glass with the left hand.
That's what you like to see there from Hepting and the Dons offense. You don't have to shoot threes to get your way back into this game. It was a nice pump fake. Defender really took the bait there. And a nice move to cut through the lane and finish through contact.
Hepting always reliable from the line. Hits his free throw, and he's going to check out now. Gardner coming into the game.
Also for Goretti, we're going to see number 21, Vincent Payne, the sophomore, get his first action of the game.
Ball comes in now. Edwards has got it. Under a minute to go here in the third. Payne scores. So a nice jumper from the elbow there for Vincent Payne.
We saw Loyola go into that 2-3 zone, try to mix up the looks there. The way to defeat the zone is to shoot your way out of it, and Goretti has the personnel to do just that, as we saw there.
Loyola a bit tied up on offense. It comes in. And finally a foul called. Reynolds caught the ball at his feet and had to throw it up off the glass. Loyola got the offensive rebound, and Mitch Fisher is going to shoot two here from the line. So half a minute to play here in the third quarter. Fisher's first free throw is good. Two from the line for Fisher.
Don's big strength here in this one, I believe, has been the free throw shooting. Only missed one, I believe, at this point.
Edwards is going to hold as Goretti looks to get the last shot here of the third quarter. He's defended by Gardner up top. Nake stepping up. Pass was knocked away. And one. Really good recovery there by the Gales. Matt Rogers, the junior. He made a great cut from the top of the key, went straight through the lane. They rifled him the pass, and he finished and won. Free throw with 6 seconds to go now, 55-39. Goretti over the Dons. And that rims out. Loyola's got a chance. Reynolds with 2. With 1, Fisher couldn't get the shot up. And we are through 3 here at Jerry Savage Court. We will be back for the fourth quarter. I'm Carson Ware, with me Connor Mamoni and Alex Emdy. And we welcome all of you back. I'm Carson Ware, with me Alex Emdy and Connor Mamoni. 1 more quarter to play here, 8 more minutes of basketball. It's 55-39. Loyola trails St. Maria Goretti. Goretti starting the fourth quarter with the ball. Edwards feeding it inside. Cimbalo checking back into the game. He was stripped there. Trillian Young, good defense. Hepting's got the ball now.
Don's definitely have to play a little bit of hurry-up offense here.
And that pass got away. On the floor, Owen Reynolds. Really nice hustle there. Loyola's going to retain possession as Coach Diwali calls a good timeout. And guys, we've got 7.5 minutes. What are you going to tell the players if you're Coach Diwali? They got to do something to get back into this game.
Well, look, you got to get 16. You got to start shooting threes. It's just not a question at this point.
Well, you're right, Connor. That starts on the defensive end, though. They're giving up way too many easy buckets down low to the big men and just looking pretty sloppy on offense like we just saw there. Got to get back into that ball movement. Overall, it's just been a sloppy evening on the offensive end, but the season just started, and in practice they're going to have to emphasize ball control, and I think they can figure this out.
Reynolds has the ball in the backcourt. He's being guarded by James Searcy, who's been quiet tonight on the offensive end. Hepting's got it now, driving all the way, lost it on the way up. Loyola's going to retain possession.
Yeah, good play by Hepting there, just to even retain that one.
Hepting, the inbound man. Looking for a cutter, he's got Young. Reynolds rejected, really nice play there by Cimbalo, wow. And now here's Searcy. Wild pass, it was stolen away by Gardner. Reynolds is going to look to push the pace now. Reynolds sets up Hepting, that's a 3, and it's good. Connor Hepting, 55-42. 7 minutes to go here, and Edwards brings it up.
Solid look there from Hepting. That's where he's his best, top of the key. And we saw that pick and pop You got to create some movement to get those open shooters, and Loyola did just that.
No good on the hook. Ref whistles the play dead. And it's going to be a foul called on Cimbala. Cimbala, a great presence inside for the Gales, just being a little bit too aggressive there. And Reese Gardner's going to check out. He played some good minutes for the Dons here during that third quarter stretch and the beginning of the fourth quarter. So on the floor now for the Dons, it's Reynolds, Fisher, Young, Hepting, and Nake. Pretty tall lineup here for the Dons. And getting in the way of that pass was Blackney. Loyola will retain possession here with 30 seconds to shoot. Goretti staying with that pressure. Young's got to get it away. Fisher inside, and coming to take the pass away is Blackney, and he stepped on the line, so Loyola is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, fortunate for the Dons there. First there, he did not come pretty. He came pretty close, but he only stepped on it after he threw the ball.
Loyola has to avoid their big men handling the ball outside of the three-point line. You got Fisher and Nake on the wings, and Goretti recognizes that and traps them as soon as they touch the ball.
Fisher got Searcy to jump with the fake, but he can't convert on the jumper. Now here comes Edwards, and the pull-up is no good. Rebound by Nake. Reynolds with a spin move, handoff to Fox, or to Fisher, correct that. Nake using that power inside. Couldn't get it to go, but he's got a pair of free throws waiting for him at the line.
So right now with Cimbala off the floor, Loyola really has to take advantage. I think you got to feed the post and go up strong for layups, maybe draw some fouls.
And Michael Meary is really in foul trouble now. This is fourth of the game.
Free throws good by Dubin.
So Don slowly but surely coming back into this one.
And the free throw is good. So with just under 6 minutes to go, an 11-point game, this is not in any way out of reach for the Dons here. A couple baskets here and they're right back in this game.
They just got to keep Goretti from scoring here, which they have so far in this fourth quarter. They've done a very good job of.
Edwards now on the left side.
We know Loyola can shoot it lights out. It's going to come down to their defensive performance over the last 5 minutes here. This is what's going to make or break this game.
Edwards to the rim, and he scores, overpowering Connor Hepting there.
Good spin move there by Hepting.
Hepting really nice dribble moves, jump stop, floater's good. Connor Hepting electrifying for Loyola. And the lead is back down to 11 as we approach the 5-minute mark. Moore's going to go up to the scorer's table. He's going to be checking in shortly.
And Hepting fired up after that. He's really been the leader today, trying to get everyone into it.
Good defense so far this possession for Loyola, and they look to post up. That's a three for Searcy. He's been quiet tonight, and he's off the mark on that one. Overshot it by a little bit. Hepting's going to bring it up now. 4.5 minutes to go. Hand off to Reynolds. Reynolds, bit of an errant pass. Jubem Nake's able to handle it. Young off of a screen. Nice cut by Nake, but it's rejected inside by Cimbala. And now here comes Goretti.
And, yeah, they had Owen Reynolds wide open there. That pass looked like it was actually intended for him, but Nake just got in the way of it.
Cimbala again scoring inside. And the lead is 13.
And he's been the player of the game so far, getting it done on the defensive end with 12 blocks and using his big frame and wingspan to box out for rebounds. He's contributing in all areas of the game.
Pass intended for Fisher, instead ends up in the hands of Reynolds, and And it's going to be a foul called on Goretti. So it's going to be an inbound for Loyola. Reynolds is going to be the one to throw it in. And Moore's going to sub in for Nake. Nake playing some really good minutes tonight for the Dons, then he'll check out. And Moore's going to come in. Loyola going with, without a doubt, their scoring lineup. No-look pass. Fisher over to Moore. That's a three. He's got some space, and he knocks it down. Jordan Moore with a three from the wing. Lead is down to 10.
The Dons are going to have to start implementing a press on the defensive end, I think. You got to make these guards from Goretti uncomfortable and then lock off the entry pass to the post.
Rogers to Searcy. Now on the drive through multiple defenders. And it ends up in the hands of Jordan Moore, and Moore's going to look to push. Hefting got his man to jump. Young, that's a three. And it's good, Trillian Young. Lead is under 10. Loyola making a comeback here with 3 minutes to go. And that's one thing we haven't mentioned yet. Trillian Young really working on his jump shot this offseason. He has gotten a lot better in that category of his game.
As I said earlier, Loyola can make it rain from downtown. The difference, however, will be their defensive performance. This game is going to come down to defense. It's been shaky throughout the afternoon, but with 3 minutes left, they can still come up with some big stops.
And obviously here, Goretti just looking to keep the shot clock down to 0 every possession.
Timeout Goretti. Loyola got a little bit of momentum now. 2 minutes, 42 seconds, and they only trail by 7. And for the Dons here, Alex and Connor, this game is within reach. What can they do here in this final stretch during crunch time to really help them pull out the victory?
Well, they have to play strong on defense. They have to really firm up, stop the Goretti's big men from scoring, and feed the ball either to Hefting or Jordan Moore and just make it rain from downtown.
And I think it's safe to say that this is a must-stop situation here on defense for them.
Absolutely, you guys are both right. Defense wins games, and as I've said throughout the afternoon, we know Loyola has the potential on offense to put up some points. It's going to come down to their defense. And you don't necessarily need threes at this point on the offensive end. The main thing is just getting stops defensively.
And both teams are about to break the huddle. Only 10 seconds to shoot here for Goretti. This is a big possession here. This is a must-stop for the Dons. We'll see if they can hold strong defensively. One thing to note, Cimbala is out of the game. It comes in Edwards, who's played pretty much the entire contest tonight. 5 seconds to go. He's on Hefting. He's going to get a ball screen. Fadeaway three, and it is off the side of the rim, so Loyola's got it. Here's Hefting. He's guarded by Edwards. Hefting had a lane for a second there. Now he backs it out. Goes to Moore. Moore to the rim. Kicks it out. Reynolds thought about a shot. Now it's with Young. Young over to Moore. 13 to shoot for the Dons. Fisher's got it in the corner. Now Fisher's going to attack. Mitch Fisher with the pull-up. It's no good from the elbow.
And that was a huge stop for Loyola on the last possession, forcing Edwards into an uncomfortable shot. They're going to have to come up with another big one right here.
Ball comes to James Searcy. Back to Searcy. Edwards, Searcy. Back to Edwards. He's got Hefting on him. 5 seconds to shoot. They boil the shot clock all the way down. And an open three is good for R.J. Blackney. Timeout Loyola as the lead goes back up to 10. Really deflating there for the Dons.
Yeah, it looked like Coach Davali there was looking for some sort of call, but just didn't get it.
And Blackney, who's been active all night. We've seen him throw down a couple of dunks. He just made a really clutch three there. 1:25 to go. And Loyola finds itself in a very tough situation. So I think there's really no question about it. Long-distance shots are going to be the key now for the rest of this contest.
That's right, Carson, and Loyola's going to have to get the balls in the hands of Connor Hefting. He's been the catalyst all afternoon, and he's the guy who can shoot their way back into this. And defensively, you're going to have to go with some sort of press, maybe a diamond full court, and you got to force Goretti into some pressure. I mean, we haven't seen Edwards under pressure much, but when he has been, he's made some bad decisions.
And soon for the Dons, you definitely have to start fouling. Like, they don't really have anybody in foul trouble to this point, so that's definitely going to help them here.
You got to play out this possession, though, without a foul. See if you can get a stop. Probably a 3 to cut it, and then you can start fouling.
Don's down 4 possessions with a minute 25 to go.
And Fox is going to be the trigger man for the inbound. Hepting had Fisher on the cut. Now it's Moore. Fisher's got it in the corner. And Loyola's got to get some going here quickly. These precious seconds are ticking off the clock. Moore in the corner. That's a 3. He was a bit off balance. And the rebound now to Blackney, and he traveled, so Loyola's going to get another crack at this offensively.
This
with
is
a fresh shot clock, 35 seconds.
a big chance here for the Dons. You definitely need to get a 3 here.
We're going to look for a pick and pop. I think Hepting rolls outside of the three-point line.
And Young drew the foul. So Trillian Young with 2 from the line. And this is crucial here. Really not a good time for Goretti to foul because Loyola's going to get a chance to cut into the lead with the clock stopped.
And, there was no time ticked off the clock there.
That's efficient on the offensive end there, but right now you got to choose better shot selection. I mean, Jordan Moore fading away in the corner is probably not the best option at this point.
And Trillian Young also has gotten much better at his free throw ability. Last year he definitely ran into some trouble, especially late into the season, but here he's perfect.
And that is one thing really great to see a player like Young expand his game like this, and he's really going to help out this Loyola team this year.
Right, and I think there's a lot Loyola can take away from this game. Credit goes to Goretti. I mean, they had a solid attack all afternoon. I think Loyola has some things to clean up. It's a young season, but I think there's some big potential for this team this year.
And look, Goretti's always a very tough team, and props to Loyola also for staying with them to the very end here.
Edwards was fouled there. And we just want to take a quick second to thank everyone that has been involved in this broadcast. It's been a pleasure to bring you coverage of tonight's game. Matt Moore on the producing. On the cameras, Connor Angle and Justin Harris, and myself, Carson Ware, Alex MD, special guest commentator, and Connor Mimoni. Thank you very much for tuning in. And like we said earlier, we look forward to bringing you more coverage of this year's basketball season. As 2 more for Goretti from R.J. Blackney.
The Dons here still playing tough. They're gonna play till the end, which is great to see.
And Hepting stepped on the line. Really, really, really tough defense from Goretti.
And that looks like it's going to do it there. Goretti's going to try and run the clock down.
And the shot clock is off.
Looks like the Gales are going to steal one here on the road. You got to like the way Loyola fought, even with its back to the wall. I mean, they were down 20 points. Could have been a lot worse. But they bolstered up defensively in the second half. I think some defensive adjustments, as well as some better shot selection, tune up, and Loyola will be right back to its old self, competing in the MIA.
Yeah, and who knows? Hepting going out early definitely hurt the Dons here, and it showed in the second quarter where they only scored 6 points. And had he been healthy the whole game, who knows? The score could have been a completely different outcome here.
Absolutely, Hepting will be carrying the load on his shoulders all year long. He's the leader. He's been on this team 3 years, starting throughout. So he's the man for this offense, and his leadership was missed when he was out injured.
And one real turning point we can look to is the final 2 minutes of the first half, when Goretti was really able to get out in transition. R.J. Blackney had 3 dunks, as Hepting's 3 is way off, and there's going to be a foul called.
It's going to be a foul on Goretti as well.
So Hepting's going to have some free throws. And now the question is 2 shots or 3 shots? Subs are going to come in. Moore's going to check out. Reynolds in.
Yeah, fantastic play here today from Jordan Moore. Definitely look for him to make a huge impact on this Dons team.
And Vincent Payne also checking back in for the Gales. So Hepting steps to the line, a reliable free throw shooter. First one is off the mark. Jubem Nake controls the rebound, no good. Ball's in the corner. Edwards, he is triple teamed and fouled by Owen Reynolds.
I think one takeaway the Dons can have from this is the contribution of Jordan Moore. I mean, as a sophomore, he came on and showed some athleticism, leading the Dons in scoring throughout much of the first half.
And if it's any consolation for the Dons here, this Goretti team was able to beat Calvert Hall by 36, whereas right now the Dons are only down 10. So despite Goretti being a fantastic team, it's just a wonderful performance here from the Dons for the most part.
Hepting inside to Mitch Fisher, and he scores, and that is going to be it. So Goretti defeats Loyola with the final score of 64-56, and home opener for the Dons does not end the way they intended to. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. I'm Carson Ware, commentators with me, Alex MD and Connor Mamoni. We will see you next time.